no one man struggle above another. A new 24 hours, time to work on all my trouble. I'm tired of hustling, trying to make my money double. Need changes in my life, gotta get up out that bubble. I gotta get it right now, forget waiting, I've been patient. The clock is racing, I can't have no time wasted. It's a whole lot of time in the day. When you put it to use, or let it waste away, huh?
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Jazz in Utah.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
You know, I love what the coaches did tonight. They pushed the right buttons time and time again.
And the starting group for the Spurs. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's White. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Barea. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Now Barea. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Boss. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Count that bucket.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
And so it's Barea with it. They'll bring it up for Oakland. Pass to Boss. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Now the pass to Barea. 6 on the shot clock. Moves back up to the inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's Boss. Oakland again can't hit.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again. And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
The Spurs shooting their first free throw tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
On the free throw, no good.
What you love about Jakob Poeltl is his size. A 7-footer who plays hard on both ends of the floor.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Oakland on top, up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at Oakland's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
Here's Little General on the court for San Antonio. Poeltl is out there with Rudy Gay. Then it's DeRozan. Then it's Conley. And it's Walker in at the shooting guard position.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Right side, Conley. Sweet little floater. Conley's got his first basket.
You know, he called his number that time. Mike Conley picking apart the defense off the pick and roll.
Pass to Boss. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. Oakland shooting their first free throws of this game. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Conley kicks to Pirtle. Now here's DeRozan. Outside Conley. Passes to Gay. Just 5 on the clock. Steps back and shoots. And it's off the back rim. No good. Oakland leading by 4. Redick with the 3. Good on the triple. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Gay passes to DeRozan. Fires at the elbow. Here's Pirtle. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Got to be on the lookout for Pirtle crashing the glass, using his body to wreck the defense on the boards.
There's the pass to Big Cat. Shoots over Pirtle, and it's Oakland scoring again.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Outside DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, with how great DeMar DeRozan is at scoring, you know he's going to get to the line a few times every game.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one.
I mean, a terrific free throw shooter. DeRozan really pushes the action, looking to score and or get fouled.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Oakland leads by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And guys, for Oakland, Kenny, how'd you see it?
It's been a strong performance for them on the glass. They're hustling. More often than not, the first guy to get to the boards has been one of theirs. Now that's impressive. And that can make a big difference in a game like this.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, it was an uneven first half in terms of defense. Look, they gave up a lot of good looks. The field goal percentage is over 50%. It's got to come down if they want to win this game.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Laws with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Smooth. Big can out there with Boss. And there's JJ Barea. Here's Boss. Here's Smooth. And a little luck that time, but it drops. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I'd go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. And for the Spurs, you've got Derek White. Johnson is out there with Young. Then there's Murray. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for Oakland. Boss is out there with Smooth. And it's Big Cat. And there's JJ Barea.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Here's White. The teardrop falls in. White's got his first points of the night.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Smooth. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
For Oakland, they've been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. DeRozan with it. Off target at the rim. And so it's Oakland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And Walker's got the ball here for San Antonio. 9-point game. On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Conley. Jakob Poeltl out there with DeRozan. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Belinelli gets the bucket.
Yeah, and Belinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Outside Conley. Fades away. Here's Pirtle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 8. Big Cat, he's checked in for Little General. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
Pass to Big Cat. And the layup falls. Big Cat's got the lead up to 10 now for Oakland.
This is just one of many areas where Redick has improved, reading the floor and finding his guys for good quality shots.
Walker the pass to DeRozan. On the left block. San Antonio again missing.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Oakland.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Boss.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Stolen. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Walker with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Offensive rebound. Pirtle. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Love the razor sharp focus. Pirtle bouncing off contact and finishing well.
Here's the great one. So it's Oakland picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.